Your new head of house is head of house, Zita.
Wow.
Who will be your house guest?
You boy.
Oh my god. Congratulations are in order for Zita, guys. So guys, wait. Something very hilarious and interesting happened in Big Brother's house. But I need you to stay to the end of this video for me to explain to you how the men and the ladies in Big Brother's house found themselves in the situation where they are, guys. Now, for all those who thought that Ebuka would lose his job, how are you feeling today? Because we need to talk about that as well. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, where we talk the Big Brother Naija show season 10, 10/10, no zero, no minus. 10 over drama, 10 over love, 10 over confusion, 10 over bad blues, and everything in between. Ebuka delivered. I don't think that I'll be able to do my review when it comes to Big Brother Naija show, or my analysis, or my, my summary of what's happening on the show, without talking about the eviction show that happened on Sunday, where everybody had been saying, oh my god, Ebuka is going to lose his job because, you know, the housemates have already shattered the table and there's no other table left to shatter. In fact, the legs, there's nothing left to shatter. So what will Ebuka be doing on Sunday eviction show, guys? He delivered. So the eviction show comes and we all know Ortega and of course Kaikumi are already out of the game, and then people like Isabella was sad because Kaikumi left and later on she picked up, and then we also had Thelma. Thelma was just singing praises to God because she's still on the show, right? And these guys said their goodbyes and they moved on, right? But for the part where, you know, where Ebuka would be having conversations with the housemate and everything, I was wondering what would they ask? And then he starts with Dede. He's talking to Dede and he's like, you know, Dede, you talked about 3 fishes. That's referring to Coin, Jason J, and of course, Kola. So why do you call them 3 fishes? And she had to like explain herself.
This thing was just something that came up because we wanted to talk in side languages. But it feels like everything we say is being misunderstood.
When he asked the question, I was like, I never thought this man would find a way to get these questions out, right? But he finally found a way to get these questions out. So all well and good. He also asked Kanye about his relationship with Jason J and how, you know, whether the kiss he had with Sultana would also make their relationship, that's himself and Jason J's relationship, bad. And Jason J was so hurt, his ego was so bruised. He was laughing, Dede was laughing, everybody was laughing, but apparently he didn't sit down well with them. He also asked Kola a question as well as Ivata. But after the eviction show, I mean, these housemates were like, now wow, like we thought we knew everything. Apparently, a lot of things are happening on the show. So at that point, everybody was like, you know what, Ebuka, take your flowers, because of course, it just seems like no matter what, nobody can beat you at your game. And I think that that's what helps when you are the best at your game and you know what you are doing and you know what you are doing well. So I really have to give kudos to Ebuka. Now coming back to the housemates, Sultana was feeling very bad that she never told Jason J that she kissed Coin, and you know, Coin said it was a game and so it was not a big deal. She tried to apologize to Jason J, but Jason J was angry about the whole thing.
It was a game and it's not like we're alone or something. And that was around the first week. You were not here, you were in the lounge, and it was before I started talking to you.
I don't have the right to even be mad at you, but I'm just disappointed and mad at the fact that you didn't see the need to tell me, knowing fully well the situations of things around.
I was scared.
Now fast forward to today, Jason J and Kola had a conversation about the whole situation. Jason was like, you know what, I'm done with even Dede, everybody, I'm done with everybody. And it was very interesting to see that Kola, for a person, has been trying his best to, like, will I say, speak up for Dede. And that's because somehow, if you have been listening to Dede and Kola conversation, right, number one, Dede had warned him that whenever it comes to herself and him, that's Kola, he should not mention anything to anybody. If he has anything to say about her, let him come to her directly. If not, she will stop talking to him. So you know that, of course, Kola is attracted to Dede. So he doesn't want to ruin their relationship. Hence the reason he's going about, you know, defending Dede and saying, you know what, it's a show, it's a game. You know, I and Dede are in a good place, so it's all well and good. But for Jason J, it's entirely different, right? So Jason J is still there, he's still hurt and everything. But moving on from all of that, we had the head of house challenge where we had Doris become the head of house, and of course she chose Denari as her house guest. I mean, nobody will be surprised about it because we know where Kola stands when it comes to Doris's life, right? But you know, when it comes to the head of house challenge, the next day we have the head of house challenger. We had these guys play their game, and at the end of the day, Zita was crowned the head of house, which means that number one, she automatically gets immunity for the week, so she's not going home this week, as well as every other thing that might be coming with it, right? And then she also goes on to pick somebody quite interesting. She picks Rude Boy as her house guest slash deputy. And somehow, do you know that personally I thought she would pick Faith? The reason I thought so is because after Damboski left, I've been noticing that Faith has been trying to like talk to her, get close to her and all of that. I've been seeing various instances where Zita and Faith will be talking and all of that. I was like, Faith, don't look for trouble, oh. Don't look for trouble. But anyways, I thought she was going to choose Faith. But I like the fact that she chose Rude Boy, because Rude Boy has always wanted to be in that head of house lounge. So number one is good. Number two, I think that Rude Boy is always very attentive when it comes to the kitchen. He's always talking about the fact that he wants the kitchen to be clean. Rude Boy is active, more active than she is. So I think that she picking Rude Boy is not a bad idea. But however, I really want to see how Zita's reign would be. Tonight is nomination night, so let's see how it's going to turn out, because we have the likes of Jason J winning most influential housemate of the week. So I don't know, maybe he will be getting immunity for the week. We do not know, because of course Big Brother is full of surprises, right? But that's when it comes to the head of house challenger and then the people that are leading on the show.
See, I don't want to talk too much. You get me? Money day. You understand?
I was back from work and then I can see that the men are dressed in women outfits and the women are dressed as guys, and I'm like, what in the cross dressing is happening here? So apparently they just wanted to have a show and just entertain people, right? So we had the guys dress up and then the girls dress up as guys. And you know, if you are very familiar with all those love games or love shows that we have on social media, especially on platforms like YouTube, you see where people pop the balloon, those kind of games where you have to pop the balloon. So we had the guys, you know, try to get the girls, but this time they had switched. So the guys were girls and they had to like act like girls. They changed their names. Mensan was Mensa Lawson. We had Rude Boy as Rudy. Victory was Victoria and all of that. So they had to like try to seduce the guys and just be like entice them and say, oh, this is what I have, this is how I am and everything, and the guys will either say to fiakwa or they'll say ooh. So it's very interesting to watch the guys and the girls act that way. It's very fun and it was very entertaining. I mean, when it comes to the Big Brother Naija show, one thing I love, or one thing I always look out for, is the fact that whenever they have that switch up of the cross-dressing, I always love it, because I like to see how the guys would act when they dress that way. So it was very interesting to see and it was very entertaining. I guess I was moved by Tracy. I was acting as a guy, and I was also moved by Mide. And Mide has a lot of things that we do not know. That calm girl demeanor thing, I don't know. She has a lot of things that we don't know about. However, I would say that it just made the house very lively and very interesting. Like I said earlier, tonight is nominations. So let's see how many people will be up for eviction, and let's see how the game continues in Big Brother's house. I mean, there's still a lot of conversation about ships, a lot of conversation about the game, but I need people to remember that the game is still the game. Let us not lose focus. That's it when it comes to the updates from Big Brother's house. Till next time, I got you with more right here on this channel. Remember to enjoy every moment. Mwah.